Back to the print house, guys. I feel like it's been a long minute since I've done my last video. Today's HP Latex day. I say days because I had a bad experience over the past weekend where my magenta ran out of ink. If you remember on one of the other videos where I ran that yellow down to 1 milliliter and it told me to change out, well, this time I was at 10 on my magenta and I was running some banners. This is a test plots here, but I was running some banners and I noticed that it was starting to fade a little bit in the black, and then the second banner where it had some magenta, a lot of magenta in this one section, started to fade away, and then I could see the banding it was printing, and it had about maybe 6 inches left, so I let it go. Anyways, as soon as I got done with that print, I changed the magenta. Went through the process. I went to the inks, changed inks, put it in there, and guess what? My magentas dropped out on part of my heads. I don't know which one, but it was gone. If you look on these test plots here, you can see that. See the magenta box, and then there's nothing up here. Well, you have 5 and 6 are your magenta and yellow print heads. So you got 5 towards the back, and then 6 in the front. So it made sense that the back was dropped out. So after doing a lot of cleanings, tests, and everything else, I searched online, people saying maybe there's air in the lines, not my machine in particular, but just in other people. And I don't even know if that's a thing anymore. When I actually ended up talking to the tech guy, they actually ended up telling me that it's very rare to get air in the lines unless it's been down a pretty long time. So without ink even. So Saturday has happened, and I'm like, crap, I got a bunch of banners I gotta get done, and then orders are still coming in. So I've got at least 10 banners I gotta do now. And it's crappy because I don't have extra print heads on hand. Ink I do, as you can see I got ink on hand, but not print heads because, you know, it's something that I didn't think was gonna go out that soon. They say that the print heads can go 1,000 milliliter of ink pass through, and or 2 years of expiration date. Now, if you go through your menu, you can check the expiration date and the manufacturer date or whatever on your print heads and your ink. So in my case, I'm still under 2 years, so I actually am 1.5 years in. However, one of my ink print heads was expired. Why? I don't know. The manufacturer was sitting on them, whatever the case is. So Saturday went down. I did everything I could. I did all these tests. I did so many. Wasted maybe about 6 feet of vinyl. Just because I was panicking. It was a weekend. I had to get this stuff done. So I was stuck. So guys, I was running, and it was at 10 milliliters on my setting, on my screen. And like the yellow, I let it go down until it tell me to change. Well, it didn't tell me to change this time. So I let it go. 10. And then at 7 milliliter left is when I noticed the fading. So I guess it really wasn't 7 left. It was probably nothing because the machine just knows how much passed through. Or what's supposed to. Like right now, I have a new magenta, and it says I already have only 380. I don't remember, and I really haven't printed. So there's an easy number to call. I'm gonna put the number down in the description for the HP. It was such a really fast process. Okay, so Monday came and I forgot about it. I was busy with my regular job, right? And at about 1:30, I remembered I had to call HP about this because I knew about the warranty after research and everything else. So I called. It was a very friendly person. I didn't have to go through a crap ton of menus. I got to the first guy. He asked me for my name, the serial number, and that was it. We acknowledged my machine's out of warranty. We knew that, but the print heads are covered, and he assured me right away that whatever parts that are covered, you're not going to have to worry about it. So he had me do some tests. I'm not going to go into all the tests that he told me to do. We went into the service manager and we did a force drop test. Ultimately, that's what happened. After he had me clean the encoder strip, which I do that stuff monthly or bi-monthly anyways. I do the manual maintenance anyways. What you want to do, and you want to clean that encoder strip with distilled water only. No alcohol, no cleaning solution, just distilled water with a lint-free cloth. That's the only way to clean that encoder strip. But I knew my encoder strip wasn't bad because I cleaned it. Plus, I already did it before I talked to him. So I did it while on the phone, just to appease him, just to do the process he has to do. And then I went through the plot test, whatever he told me. Then we went to service, And if I'm talking too fast, I apologize. But then we went to the service menu, and there's a code you have to put in for that. And then you go to force drop, and then it reads every print head, what the actual print head life is. There's a bunch of numbers, and there's 4 sets of numbers for each head, and then you read them off. All of them were really low except the magenta, which was 0633, I believe. So he knew right away that print head number 5 was bad, which it also shares yellow number 5. So no problem. He set me up, filed a ticket. Within an hour, I got notifications of shipping. It didn't ship Monday, it shipped Tuesday, but it was overnight to me. So I actually got it, FedEx, overnight. And what you do is you get it. I didn't put it in yet because I'm going to do it in this video. When you get it, you put your old one in there and you send it back. So you have to send it back, or I think they'll probably bill you for it. Who knows? I mean, how are they going to bill you? Semi-bill, whatever. It's bad. What are you going to do with it anyways? So it shares the magenta. The yellow shares with magenta. So that's your print head. So got it today. So overnight, if I would have got them early on Monday morning, it would have came Tuesday for sure, because they would have made shipping. But calling 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it's already behind. So that's what happened. So don't run your ink slow. I know I did it with the yellow because I depended on the machine telling me to change it out. Well, I'm not going to do that anymore because I don't want to go through this again. And I don't have jam ups. Rarely have a jam up, if anything. So there was no reason for the print head just to go out. The only thing I could think of is it ran out of ink. But I mean, how could that? I guess it could. It damaged the print head somehow with running out of ink. So it knows when it does that drop test. There's a way to clean them. Now, if I'm out of warranty with these, Timothy Mitchell has great videos on how to clean them and just get them to work again. It may work, it may not. I don't know. I haven't done that, but they're warranted, so I'm just going to replace it and send it back. So, but yeah, the number is going to be in the description for the HP, and just got to have your serial number on hand, all your information, business information, all of that stuff. So, and then they create a case for you and a ticket. Now you're in the system, okay? So, if you got that problem, don't wait. And if it's during the week, don't wait as long. Over the weekend, just get it as soon as possible, because if I would have got it Monday, the first thing I would have had it Tuesday. That's Wednesday. I got my print head today, so I'm not going to complain too much. So I'm going to go ahead and just what I will do is I'm going to go through the process of just changing it right now, my print head with you. So this is the first print head change I've done other than the install. I did take them out and shake them and put them back in with no change in the outcome of these prints. None. So, you're going to see what I'm doing as I'm doing it here. And cross my fingers that the problem goes away. Otherwise, got to make another phone call. So, we'll keep it going. I'm gonna keep it on video so you guys can see the process. Like I said, I called the number. The guy was so friendly. His name was Kyle. I work with a Kyle. So this guy was really friendly and very helpful and very knowledgeable and smart, and it was just quick. He answered my questions as we were doing it, waiting. He sat on the phone no matter how long it took me to clean the encoder strip. You don't have to be nervous. You don't have to be in a hurry. He worked and waited with me. So be assured that you do got that great support. God, I've never experienced that kind of support with any manufacturer, to be honest with you. I called the number. I hit a couple of digits. Boom, I'm talking to somebody. I thought it was going to be a long process. So, and I want to get my machine going. I don't want to go out and buy all these print heads without knowing if I can get it covered. And after searching, the print heads are covered. So, all right, guys. So I'm gonna pause the video now. I'm gonna get set up to put the ink head, the print head in, and we'll go from there. So hang tight. So I'm gonna show you this step here. Now, when you're at your screen and you want to see how much ink's been through your print heads and the dates and all that. So if you hit print heads, it'll take you to the print head screen. You can scroll up and down to find the print head you're looking for. So in this case, I'm looking for the number 5 yellow magenta, which is not that one there. So you click that, and here it gives you the information. See, it says out of warranty. Now it says I installed it 4/9 on Saturday because I took it out to shake it, put it back in, but it's out of warranty now, obviously, because I have a new one. So you can see how much is passed through. Only 328 milliliters has passed through that ink head, and they're good up to 1,000 or 2 years. So I'm not printing extremely a lot with that color, but enough for 328. So that's the print head itself, information, and you just go through the arrows and click all your other ones, your op and everything else. So when you replace the print head, all you do is go to that. I'll start over. You go to that screen, printhead, replace printhead, right? You just click on that. It's going to go through the process, and it's going to move the head out. See how it moved the head out? Now it tells you on the screen, open up the glass, and you got 3 minutes, roughly 3 minutes, they say, to replace the ink head, the print head, after you take it out. Let me just position here. So we'll go ahead and lift the glass up. I'm not going to take it out yet because I'm shaking. I'm going to shake the cartridge. Now, if you look on here, it's giving you a display. The op, light magenta, cyan, cyan black, yellow magenta, yellow. So on the print head itself, on the print head itself, there's numbers here. It's 1 through 6. I'll take this off and let you see it. So you just pull this tab off. If you installed it, you know how that works. Okay. So if you look closely, it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 5 is the one I'm going to be taking off. So I'm going to pause and I'm going to open up the package on the new one. Now I didn't pull it out yet, so I have time. But once you pull that out, they say don't wait longer than 3 minutes before putting your ink head in. You're gonna take it out. You're gonna shake it. Let's see what it exactly says. Let me open it up. Let me open it up, and then I'll tell you exactly what it says. So when you open it, it's sealed just like you got it when it was new. So it's sealed. Okay. So right on the front, it says you want to shake it like this 6 times. Back and forth. So I'm going to do that. So let me pause, and then I'm going to do that, and I'm going to open it up. I just did some rearranging. I had to put fresh media in there because I'm going to want to do tests after. So I changed out the media and put a new roll in there. Now I got the print head out. I'm shaking it. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit print head on the screen. Replace print head. Now it's going to come out again. And what I shouldn't have done is did it before. I shouldn't have it come out because when you close everything back up, it does a long process, 5 minutes at least, to get it ready. So now it's saying open the window to access the print heads. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this off. Push that back because then you'll have a little bit of room here to hold it. Now, they said number 5, so you just open the handle, lift it up, and don't pull too hard. Just enough. That's the old print head. Shaking it. Taking off the protected cover, and I'm going to put it on the new one and pull out the tab like that. I don't know if you guys know, there's ink in these print heads. So now I just put it in straight down. I got the camera on a weird angle over here. Pushed it down. It says close lid because it knows it's in there. Closed it. Close the glass. Now if you look on the screen, it's going to go through a process. I'm going to leave this on and I'll just fast forward through this part. It's going to do print head replacement, alignment, setup issues, and then I'm going to do a print head alignment if it doesn't ask. Let me lift this up. So I'll leave that on. Let me go back here just so you can see everything. this light helps now. Now you can see it says preparing print system. Please wait 2 minutes 24 seconds. So I'm gonna let that go. All right, I'm back. So it's doing a printhead alignment now, it says on the screen, and preparing to print. So as soon as that's done, I'm going to do a, I'm going to run one of my test prints. So everything that I'm doing in the video is unedited. This is for you guys to see the process of replacing the printhead. And I hope it was number 5. He said it was, and that's what we're going with. I want to see what it says for expiration date on it. All right, so I'm back. Now, to my surprise, or not surprise, my magenta is back on the second set of prints. If you could see that, you got the first set and then you got the second. Well, mine wasn't doing that second set, so the color's back. So what it's doing is it's doing a test plot of all the colors. And it says print alignment, so it prints it and then it checks everything and aligns itself. So what's good about these new technology printers that they automatically do that stuff for you. So I'm pretty happy that looks like my magenta's back. So and you can see it printing it in there. So I'm pretty happy. So when I did that puff test, they call it a puff test. It's like a forced drop. It tells you how many nozzles are out inside the printhead. So I was saying, if you're over 0-100, they start to go bad. And he said that anything up to there is fine. But my magenta yellow was 0.633, I think. And then my other ones were 0.001, 0.007. They're all really good, which is amazing. So now it's just doing, I'm going to leave this go, but this is the printhead alignment. And it prints out a bunch of stuff, then it scans it, so the printhead will scan those lines automatically. And you can see my magenta is fully back there. And my yellow's there. So everything is, so far, is good. I'm excited to get back going here. So you can see that second set, that was not showing up, or it was like 75% not showing up. So it looks 100% now. So if you guys encounter something similar that I showed you or talked about, don't hesitate. Do a few cleanings, do a few printhead cleanings, but don't spend forever. If you got time, get on the phone right away, and they'll make you go through it anyways. Make sure you clean your coating strip every month, or at least every. There's a manual maintenance section in the setup. You want to go in that. So let's do another one. Make sure that it's all lined up. And it's maybe 2 feet of material wasted. So it is. You got to make sure you got the material in there. Because if you don't have material in there, it can't complete its test. And you got to have at least, I believe, 30-inch material for it to do this. If you don't, like if you have 20-inch, it's going to tell you your substrate's not wide enough. It's not adequate. So got to make sure you have fresh roll or roll, 54 inch, 30 above, I believe. So, other than that, I think we're in business. So 75%. So we went from the magenta breaking away and banding really bad. So right away I knew it was an issue with there. Doing the test, cleaning the encoding strip. Monday morning, Monday afternoon I called. Went through on the phone with tech support. Had me do basically the same thing I already did, except force drop, and that's how they detect the ink nozzles. And then what he'll do is he'll make you go to your printer's IP homepage, the actual built-in server, and then create all pages, and that gives all the data to send to them in an email. They'll email you, then you email back. It's a really streamlined process. So you don't have to be too knowledgeable. You just got to be patient and do what they tell you, and you'll be fine. As long as you're taking care of the machine, doing your maintenance. Like I said, manual maintenance you could go in there and select things. The only thing we can't do is clean our drive rollers onto 115s. You could do it on like 335s, 365s, where you take the platen off and you can clean it. But this, we clean the corner strip and just a platen surface, stuff like that. So now it's just gonna check that last set of black lines you see there. Really like HP Latex, the fact that you're able to just print heads, change your print heads. I didn't have a crash. I mean, I've had a couple crashes, but because of curled media or whatever, HP media. But this, the fact that you can change out your heads if you have an issue or be warranted, 125 to 100, I think they're 130 now. That is not a lot of money to replace print heads, because on the BN20, it's over $2,000 to replace a print head. So we got that going for us. Even if we had to replace all the print heads, you know what I mean? It would still be less than at one time. It would still be less than a whole print head. So I'm gonna go ahead and conclude this video because I digress. But as you can see down here, lift this up. It's just drying. But you can see now, magenta, light magenta. So before, this whole section was good, and then up here was missing 75% was at least gone. So right away I know that's good. So back in business. Anyways, I hope this helps. This is a long video. I know, I get it. But if you have an issue where same thing happens, your ink was getting low, don't let it get too low. He told me don't let it go past 5 milliliters, but I'll be honest, I was at 10 when I started seeing it fade. And by the time I let it finish printing, it was at 7. So I'm not going to let it go under 10 ever anymore. I'm not going to trust it telling me to change it, because I don't want to go through this again. I lost the weekend because of business hours, and I lost a couple of days waiting for the printhead. So if I had a spare printhead on hand, I could have put it in and still had my other one warranted while I'm waiting. That would have worked too. So having a spare set of printheads on it won't hurt, but a lot of us don't like to carry that overhead. And not only that, your expiration date starts when you have it. So if your other printhead lasts another year, you're killing that time. So that's about it, guys. I'm going to let this finish. It's just drying it up. It did the test, the alignment, and hope this helps. And again, like, subscribe, hit that notification, and if you guys got any questions, drop them in the comments. That's all I can say. Or email me at theprinthouse@gmail.com, and I'll try to get more videos up. I haven't had many issues with the latex, so I can't really show too much. Everything that I've done now is just by experience. So I experienced this, so I documented it for you guys. So, but that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit that notification bar too if you don't mind, and a thumbs up. All right, until the next video. See ya.